Hello there, and welcome to today's class. For this class, we're trying to construct a jar. So, we're discussing about the construction of a jar, right? So, as you can see, the question goes below. To construct this jar, there's a question that will connects the our construction of this jar. As you can see, the question in front of you. A wheel has 20 teeth of 20 millimeter circular pitch and pressure 20 degrees. Set out various circles and set 7 teeth. Given a table showing the number of teeth, pressure angle, pitch circle diameter, circular pitch, addendum circular diameter, and dedendum circular diameter, clearance, circular tooth thickness, also show your calculation. Alright, to draw this jar, there are some terms we need to know, which I have I have already shown you in this place here. So these are simply what we refer to the terms we need to know when it comes to calculating for GR, right? All these terms here are very important. All right, when it comes to what's it called? This question, we are given just 4 parameters. We are given the number of teeth is 20, circular pitch 22 millimeter, pressure angle that's 20 degrees, and size of teeth is 7. So we need to get all that parameter. So we need to know what is pitch circular diameter. We need to get the value. Module, we need to get the value of module, addendum, dedendum, clearance, and all the likes here. So my first task now is to start calculating. So calculation. My calculation starts like this. First, let's get a value for pitch circular diameter. Let me call it PCD. Pitch circular diameter, what we know, is equal to number of teeth times module, this module M. But in this case, to get pitch circular diameter, we need number of teeth, which is 20 times module, but we don't know module. So it means that for us to get pitch circular diameter successfully, we need module and number of teeth. So we don't know module. How do we get module? We recall that circular pitch, CP, circular pitch is equal to pi times module. Circular pitch is what? 22. That becomes 22, right? Is equal to pi is 22 all over 7 times module. From here, therefore, module M is equal to 7 millimeter. If you multiply this through, you have 7 millimeter. So it's that I've got my module at 7, what's it called, 7 millimeter as my value for module. So it means that I can now easily get the value for pitch circular diameter. So to get pitch circular diameter, I'll multiply number of teeth, which is 20 times module, that's 7, as we just said earlier, so which will give 140 millimeter. So my pitch circular diameter now is 140 millimeter. All right, let's proceed with our solvings. All right, at this point here, what's next? My next task is to calculate for I've gotten my pitch circular diameter and module. Addendum. To get addendum, note that addendum is equal to module. So if my module is 7, it means addendum what is 7. So my addendum is 7 millimeter. All right, let's get clearance at this point. Let's calculate for clearance. So to get clearance, let me call it C. Clearance C is equal to 0.25 times module. So from here, 0.25 times what's my module? Module, you just said module is 7 times 7. So clearance C is equal to 1.75 millimeter. So my clearance is equal to 1.75 millimeter. Proceeding from here, I've got my clearance. So my next task is to get what? Dedendum. Let's get dedendum. Let me call it D. So dedendum D is equal to the sum of addendum plus clearance. Let me call it C, clearance. So D, which is dedendum, is equal to addendum. What's addendum? That's 7 plus what's my clearance? C. That's 1.75 millimeter. So the dedendum D is equal to, if I had 7 plus 1.75, I'll have 8.75 millimeter as my dedendum. All right, I've gotten the dedendum as 8.75 millimeter. All right, let's proceed please from here. Let's proceed please. Proceeding, we need to get circular tooth thickness. So let me call it CTT, circular tooth thickness. The mathematical expression of circular tooth thickness is simply PC all over 2. That is pitch circle, pitch, what is it there? Or circular pitch per se, or perhaps pitch circle if you want to, is equal to 22 all over 2, which will give 11 millimeter. So therefore, my circular tooth thickness is simply 11 millimeter. All right, let's get base circular diameter. Let me call it B, what's it called? BCD. Base circular diameter is equal to the PCD, that is pitch circular diameter cos angle, pressure angle, right? So this is my pressure angle here. So my pitch circular diameter is 140, as we just said earlier, 140 cos pressure angle, that's 20 degrees, cos 20 degrees. My base circular diameter is equal in value to 131.557 millimeter as the value for my base circular diameter. All right, let's proceed from here. I've gotten my base circular diameter as 131.557 millimeter. All right, let's get addendum diameter. Addendum diameter AD is equal to addendum plus PCD. What's addendum? 7 plus what's PCB? 140. So my addendum diameter is equal to, or perhaps addendum circular diameter, if you want to, is equal to 147 millimeter. So this becomes 147 millimeter. At this point here, let's get the final calculation. Dedendum diameter, that's DD. Dedendum diameter DD, right, is equal to PCD, P circular diameter minus dedendum D. This is 140 minus 8.75 as my dedendum. So this will give about 131.25 millimeter. So we have just successfully calculated for our parameter as we needed, as you can see. All right, at this point, what's your next task? My next task is take my t-square, right? Take my t-square this way, and I will draw a horizontal line this way, and I'll pick a vertical line somewhere around somewhere here, right? I have this, as you can see what I'm doing, right? So my first task now is to, my first task when it comes to construction of gear is to start with what? Pitch circular diameter. So my pitch circular diameter is 140. Half of 140 is what? 70. So it means that I'll measure 70 on my meter rule. From here to here is 70. So at this edge point here, I'll strike an arc here. Call that point, call it point G. All right, I'll take it to point G and draw an arc this way. Observe, please. I'll draw an arc this way. That arc, I will call it my PCD, that is pitch circular diameter. When you are done with your pitch circular diameter, what next? Your next task is to establish the addendum. Addendum is constructed after pitch circular diameter ahead. So addendum is forward, right? So what's my addendum value? Addendum value 7, that's 7 millimeter. So I'll measure 7. So from here to this 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7. I will extend my compass from G to addendum here, right? So I'll use my compass in this way. So I have this. So this is called the addendum, as we can see in front of us, right? Proceeding from here, what's our next task from this point here? Our next task here now is to get something right. All right, proceeding from here, I've gotten my addendum PCB. Let's get the addendum. The addendum D is 8.75. The addendum is actually below PCB. So I'll measure 8 here. From here to here is 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.5. So at this point here, so I'll measure from G back to the addendum. As you can see, the addendum. All right, I'll call this one here the addendum. All right, when you are done with addendum, the addendum, right, your next task is to establish the what's it called, base circular diameter. The base circular diameter is actually 131.557. So I'll measure the half of 131.57. That'll give about 65, right? 65.7. So measure 65.7, 65.7, somewhere around here. So it means that I'll take my, what's it called, my point from G to that base circular diameter, which is this one here, this point I established, and I'll draw the arc this way again. As you can see what we are doing. So this arc I just drew earlier now is called the base circular diameter, BCD. All right, proceeding from here, what's next? My next task now is to establish something called my lettering. So this is G. All right, this is A. This is point E here, right? So I'll measure A and to point E, and I multiply it by 1/3, 1/3. So it means that I'm going to measure point A to E. Point A to E is about 1 this is 1, this is 10, 11, 12, this is about 12. So 12 divided by 3, I will have 4. So it means that I will measure 4 this way, 4. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4. That point 4 is my point B. So I'll take my compass again, right? So at this point B, right? So at that point B, I'll draw a tangent to touch my base circle diameter. So draw a tangent this way. This line I drew touches my base circle diameter, as you can see, touches it. So pick a point there and call it point D. Point D, as you can see what I'm doing. When you have established your point D, finish. What next? My next time is got point F. To get point F, I will simply measure D to B. So D to B gives about 30, 31, 32, 33. So I will divide it by 4. So 33 divided by 4, that will give 8.25. So measure 8.25. This is 5, 6, 7, 8.25. So this point here is my point F. At that point F, I'll take my compass to point F. This point F here, I will draw an arc, a circle this way too. This way, down this way. That circle of F might somehow link to the arc of D. So in some cases we can just mark D as F, because as I can see here, my D and F are somehow close together, right? So proceeding from here, what next? All right, after establishing, this is let's get C. This is A, B, right? I'm left with C. This is D, E, F, G. So I'm left with C. Let's get C. To get C, observe please. Here is where it comes tricky. To get D, what's it called? To get D, I'll come to what's it called? F, and take my arc to B, right? So I will draw this way with a thick line. Observe please, the thick line. So this is my first task. When you are done with this, what next? This is my point C. This point here is my point C now. So at that point C, I will observe what's my tooth thickness. Circular tooth thickness is 11. So I'll measure 11, 1.1, 11 millimeter on my meter rule, right? This one here. I'll come to C. I will mark the PCD, P circle diameter. So this is 1. So this is one tooth of the jar. So take it a 1, 2. This is 2. 1, 2. This is 3. We are going to 7. This is 3 now. 3. 1, 2. This is 4. I'll come down here. 1, 2. This is 5. 1, 2. This is 6. 1, 2. This is 7. So I thought to draw what's it called? 7. What is it? Circle teeth. Okay, size of teeth is to be 7. So number of teeth to be 7. So which I have done this way now. So don't forget that I come from F to get this arc here. From F to get this arc. So my next task is to what? Come to this first this one here. This thickness here, right? This thickness. I'll mark what's it called? F somewhere here. I'll mark line F, that arc of F. So come to that line of F. and I'll thicken this part here this way. Right, next task, the same thing. Come to this thickness, mark the arc of F. Right, at that arc of F, that I mark here, I will take this one this way. Right, come back to this thickness here, mark the arc of F, which is here. After marking the arc of F, come down to this point and take this one. You know, I said earlier that the F and D arc are somehow close together, so it's more of like marking D as your F. So come to this thickness again, mark your F or perhaps your D if you want to call it, because they're somehow close together. So let me even call it D to avoid confusion. Mark the arc of D. Right, come to that D you have marked up, taking this way. Right, so when you're done with this, what's your next task? Your next task is to simply take your thickness here, mark the arc of F. From your F here, I'll close it up, mark F here. Alright, after marking F here, I will come to this thickness here again, mark F up. The F I've marked, or point D if you want to call it. I'll mark this one this way. Right, come to this thickness, mark F again, or if you want to call it D. So I'll thicken this one this way. Alright, I have this one here. What's the next procedure, please? This is 1 2 3 4. Observe, I'll go to 7, right? This is 4, remain 3. So come down here again at this thickness, mark the arc of F or D if you want to call it. I will thicken this one this way. Observe, please, very important. When you are done with this, come to this thickness here and mark F here, the line of F. Come down to line of F and close this part here. Observe what I'm doing, please. When you are done, come to this thickness here again, mark F, line of F, arc of F. Come to the arc of F here and draw the arc this way. So this one refers to the construction of gear. Right, come to this thickness here again, mark F here. At this point F I just marked, I will thicken this part here too. Observe, please, very important, please. Observe. Alright, I have this one here. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6, remain 1. Come down to this thickness here, mark point F, line of F or line of D if you want to call it. So I'll thicken this way. I have this. Come to this thickness here, mark F. At this point F I just marked now, I will close this part up to the thick line. So I have this one here as my teeth for the jar. Alright, what's next? Your next task now is to come to G, extend it to this tip and thicken it up, close it up, close this part here too, close it up, close this one too, up, come here, close this one too, up, close it up, close here too, up, and close this part here too, close it up. So I have what you are seeing in front of you. Alright, what's next now? My next task is to establish what we call the fillet. So fillet is something constructed in between teeth, right? So to get the fillet, there's a way to construct it, but if you want to construct it, the fillet. So I'll measure this edge here and this edge, corresponding edge, from here to here gives 23. So I'll divide 23 by 2, by 7 per se. 23 divided by 7, I have 3.2. So it's very small for me to measure 3 on my compass and start. But let me just use my pencil to do that to make the work more easier. So I'll come down here, connect this part to this, right? So connect this part to this, right? Connect this one to this, right? As you can see what I'm doing. Connect this one to this. That is fillet, right? Connect this to this. As you can see what I'm doing. Next task, or perhaps final task, connect this to this. So this is what we refer to as the jar we are talking about here. So this is like the process of constructing a jar. So if you found this class helpful, do it to like, leave a comment and share, subscribe to our channel, and also tell your classmates and friends about WiseLink Academy, a channel that will help you solve your problem when it comes to technical drawing. So also do well to join our channel member, right? So go to our page. On our page you see an icon of member. Click on the icon of the member. It costs 1,000 naira. So be a part of us as WiseLink Academy. So join us in our membership to enjoy more videos such as this. Alright, see you in our next class.